How are you? I hope that all of you are very fine in your home. All of you are very free from the disease called Corona. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I am introducing myself. My name is Mrs. Priyanka Sachiranu Kulkarni, and today I am going to deliver a lecture on BSc Part 2 students on the topic chemistry. In this lecture, we have to study the basic concepts in underlying chemistry, and before seeing this basic concept, we have to see some syllabus pattern, exam pattern, marking scheme for syllabus along with the exam pattern, and the practical examination in BSc Part 2 of annual year. So let us start the syllabus. Please keep attention on here. In the syllabus, originally you are of the BSc faculty. BSc faculty of which? That is CBCS faculty. All of you must know the long form of CBS. Long form of CBS is choice based credit system. Choice based credit system. According to this CBCS system, there are in June 2020 for BSc Part 2 of subject chemistry, you have 2 semesters. Which are these 2 semesters? Semester number 3 and semester number 4. Okay. But first we have to concentrate on semester number 3. In this semester number 3, you have 2 theory papers. The names of 2 theory papers are DSC E3 and DSC E4. Okay. What are the names of these papers? DSC E3, that is paper number, is it of paper number 5 and paper number 6. Okay, that is in semester 3 only you have to attempt 2 theory papers of DSc E3 and DSc E4. Okay, what are the 2 names of this? That is the paper number 4 and paper number paper number 5 and paper number 6. Now one question arises in your mind, that is, what are the names of these papers? Now see here, the names of these papers are paper number 5 is it of a physical chemistry. And paper number 6 is of industrial chemistry. Now you have to attempt these 2 papers. Now what are the marking system for these 2 papers? These 2 papers carry of a 50 marks. Okay, that is, for passing level you have to maintain minimum 20 marks for each paper. How many marks? 20 marks for each paper. One thing must be noted in your mind, that is, from tomorrow we have to study the paper number 5 is of physical chemistry. Okay, before seeing this physical chemistry paper, we have to learn what is the practical system for BSc Part 2. Practical system for BSc Part 2. Already you are familiar with BSc Part 1 with 1 day practical, but as you go on the BSc Part 2, you have 2 days practicals. And this practical exam is of annual pattern, that is on ending of March month you have to attend the practical examination in each subject, that is for chemistry. Of which marks or how many marks? It is of 100 marks. It is of 100 marks. Now first of all we have to see the distribution of the 100 marks. What is the distribution? See here. In this 100 marks we have in chemistry there are 3 sections. Which are these 3 sections? First is physical section. Second is inorganic section. And third is organic section. Organic section. Okay. As far as these 3 sections are considered, here the marks are contributed to each and every section. Which are the marks? According to 100 marks, there are 10 marks are reserved for. There are 10 marks are reserved for your journals. Your journal. As you completed your journal, you are admitted for your practical examination in chemistry. If you do not complete or certify your journal, that and that time you don't admitted for the exam of practical in chemistry. Okay, so all the students must keep in this mind. Okay, in this physical section, how many marks? 25 marks. Now we have to conclude that is 100 minus 10 is equal to how many marks? 90 marks. And these 90 marks are divided in 3 sections. Okay, in inorganic section 35 marks. Okay, and in inorganic section 35 marks, and organic section there are 30 marks. Okay, what is the total of these 3 sections? 5 plus 5, 0, 1, 3, 3, 3 is equal to 90 marks. Therefore, the practical system is of 100 marks carrying out all the section practicals is of physical, inorganic and organic, and 10 marks for your journal. Therefore, 90 plus 10 is equal to 100. Got it? All of you understand? Again, I am repeating this practical syllabus for chemistry. For practical purpose, practicals will be stand for 2 days in a week. In this practical, you have to study physical section, inorganic section as well as organic section. Physical section carries 25 marks, inorganic section carries 35 marks and organic section carries 30 marks. Therefore, total is of 90 marks, and whatever may be the journal given to you from the college which carries 10 marks. If you certify your journals with respect of your HODs of that particular department, that is, if you certify your journals, and that time you are allotted for your practical examination. Okay. Now we are going to see the syllabus for physical chemistry paper. Okay. In the syllabus of physical chemistry, of paper number 5, which is of 50 marks, there are totally 5 topics. And which are the topics? First is electrical conductivity. Second is physical properties of liquids. Third is surface chemistry. Fourth is nuclear chemistry. And last one is the chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics. Okay, that is in the paper 5 we have to study 5 topics. Between these 5 topics, the highest weightage given to the topic, that is equal to first topic, that is electrical conductivity, which carries 16 lectures. Which carries 16 lectures, and other topics may be is of 7, 6, 7 and 6 in these types of lectures. That is in a first topic which carries highest marking level according to the lectures given to each and every topic. Therefore, you have to concentrate first on first topic. And from the today we have to study the electrical conductivity topic. Before saying this electrical conductivity topic, we have to take some revisions of these topics in short. Okay, in this electrical conductivity, as the name suggests, here the study of, as the name suggests, here the study of conductance and the terms related to conductance. Conductance and the other terms are related to conductance, although specific conductivity, Hittorf's rule, and etc. etc. And lastly, there is a Wheatstone's bridge. According to this bridge, what is the external resistance, what is the conductance, what is the resistance, and other terms are seen in these topics. Physical properties of liquids. This topic contributes with related to a viscosity. Surface chemistry. The terms you are familiar with this. That is the adsorption, absorption, criteria of adsorption. These criteria are related to the surface chemistry. Nuclear chemistry. Already you have seen in your 12th standard. In nuclear chemistry, there is a study of alpha, beta, gamma rays and the rules behind it. When the particle emits alpha particle, when the particle emits beta particles, when the atom emits gamma particles, and so on. In the chemical kinetics, you have to study the third order chemical kinetics and the problems related to this and the theory part. What is the relation of third order chemical kinetics, rate of chemical kinetics, factor affecting on chemical kinetics. So first of all, we have to take the introductory part. We have to take the introductory part for paper number 5, that is of physical chemistry. Before seeing the first topic, we have to see some basic concepts. Which are the some basic concepts? First topic given to me, that is the highest weightage topic, that is electrolytic conductivity. Electrolytic conductivity. Before seeing this electrolytic conductivity, first of all we have to concentrate on what is electrolysis. What is electrolysis? Electrolysis is nothing but discharge of ions through respective electrodes such as cathode and anode. That is of example of electrolysis of NaCl, electrolysis of NaOH, and etc. Then the term arises, that is electrolytic. What is the conductance? What is the resistance? Conductance is denoted by the letter capital C. Resistance is denoted by the letter capital G, and density and other terms. Before seeing this topic, we have to first concentrate on the units. In the Shiva University pattern, they have given that in solving the problems all the units are present in only which unit? SI unit, System International. We can't use the CGS system. Okay, so all of you must keep in mind that while solving the problems, you have to take in consideration of SI units. Also, along with electrolytic conductivity, there are so many problems. And these problems we have to solve by taking some chart. That is to remind this chart, and you have to solve within seconds a problem. Okay, thus we can stop here, and from tomorrow's we have to start the first topic in physical chemistry, electrolytic conductivity. Before seeing this topic, you have to read the topic electrolytic conductivity of paper number 5 of physical chemistry. Okay, what care should be taken that while reading the books, you have to concentrate on these lines and on these SI units. One note for you, or one suggestion for you: those students who have admitted along the college side through a online mode, they must attach to our BSc Part 2 groups. If they cannot attach these groups, they can call me so as to I can add to them. Thank you. Oh. Hello everybody. In the today's lecture, we have seen about the exam pattern for chemistry. But in this video, we have to study and we have to see the nature of question paper for the subject chemistry for BSc Part 2. Also in the first video, I have not given the nature of question paper. So I am taking a need for know of the nature of question paper. So please see the nature of, what is the nature of question paper. The question paper of BSc Part 2 is of 50 marks. Is of 50 marks, as like in your BSc Part 1. There are totally 3 questions. In 3 questions, in the first question, there are 2 subparts. In the first question, there are 2 subparts. Which are these 2 subparts? That is, first is answer in 1 sentence. Answer in 1 sentence. Second is MCQ type questions. Second is MCQ type questions. In the first question, there are totally answer in 1 sentence is of 5 by 5. Therefore, the marks carry is equal to 5. MCQ type questions are 5. You have to compulsorily achieve 5 questions. The marks for these MCQ questions, that is, are 5. Again, I am repeating this. In this question first, there are 2 sections. First, in the A section, for simplicity, we have to call answer in 1 sentence. All the students must keep the thing in their mind, that is, you have to answer in 1 sentence, not a 2 or 3 sentences. Answer in 1 sentence. There are 5 questions. The marks for these 5 questions are equal to 5. Second point is of B, MCQ. MCQ means multiple choice questions. They are given to you 4 options, and for these 4 options you have to select only one option, that is the correct one, and you have to rewrite the sentence with these corrected options. There are totally 5 multiple choice questions. You have to choose 5 out of 5. That is all the questions you have to attempt. In the second questions, where second question carries 20 marks. Second question carries how many marks? 20 marks. And the question is answer any 2 of the following. Answer any 2 of the following. They are given 3 questions to you, and out of 3 questions you have to attempt 2 questions. That is, each question carries how many marks? 10 marks, and 10 into 2 is equal to 20 marks. Therefore, question 2 carries 20 marks. Again, I am repeating this. Answer any two of the following. You are given 3 questions. You have to attempt 2 questions. Okay. And these 2 questions carries, 1 question carries 10 marks. 2 question carries 10 marks. Therefore, total is equal to 20 marks. Now, the last question is of short note, is of problems. Okay. And this question is of nature, answer any 4 of the following. Answer any 4 of the following. 4 of the following. You are given 6 questions, and out of 6 questions you have to attempt. Out of 6 questions you have to attempt any 4 questions. And the marks for each question, is equal to 5. That is, only 1 question carries 5 marks. Therefore, 4 question carries how many marks? That is equal to 5 into 4. That is equal to 20. Okay. Therefore, question 3 also carries, here I am writing this, 20 marks. Now, how many marks are total? See on the mark side, that is on the right side, 5 plus 5, 10. That is of question number 1 carries 10 marks here. Question number 2 carries 20 marks. Here I am writing here. Okay. And question number 3 carries 20 marks. Okay. Therefore, 20 plus 20 is equal to 40. 40 plus 10, that is equal to 50. That is, we have to come to our 50 marks question. This is the nature of question paper of subject chemistry. Got it? All of you. Again, I am repeating this. In question 1, there are 2 sections. First is answer in 1 sentence. Second, MCQ type questions. Each question carries 5 marks. Therefore, question 1 is of 10 marks. Question 2, any 2 of the following. It carries, 1 question carries 10 marks. 10 into 2, 20 marks. Again, question 3 is of short notes, problems, explain some criteria. Here, you are given 6 questions. Out of 6 questions, you have to attempt only 4 questions. And each question carries how many marks? 5 marks. 5 into 4, that is equal to 20. Therefore, total marks is equal to 50 of including 1, 2 and 3 questions. Okay. All of you understand it? If you are reading this nature of question paper, you have to copy this. Thank you.